the minimum extra energy required to the reactant molecule, the minimum extra energy required to the reactant molecule to form the product upon collision, called activation energy, So threshold energy equal to energy of the reactant plus activation energy equal to threshold energy minus reactant energy. Okay. Next. Okay, next, right? Continuation. Threshold energy. No, about threshold energy, we should write 1-2 points. Right? About threshold energy only. Threshold energy is a fixed for a given reaction. Threshold energy is a fixed for a given reaction. Threshold energy is fixed for a given reaction, and it is independent of temperature. Underline, comma, when temperature increases, more number of reactant molecule cross the energy barrier. As a result, rate of reaction increases. But threshold energy of reaction remains constant. Next, orientation barrier. Pardon. The orientation of reactant molecule should be a proper to form the product. The orientation of reactant molecule should be a proper to form the product upon collision. Example, take this SN2 reaction. Let us take, it is a methyl bromide reacts with OH minus. OH minus is nucleophile. This OH minus may attack methyl bromide from the back side of the leaving group. Let us take, it is a path 1, and it may attack from the same side of the bromine. It is a path 2. Okay. Right. In path 1, here OH minus attack from the back side, then what happen? You will get intermediate, the transition state, TS, which is unstable, and transition state which is unstable, and undergo further decomposition. It forms alcohol plus Br minus is formed. Then in second, path 2. In path 2, here OH minus attack from the same side of the leaving group. Therefore, it is actually internucleophile. it is a internal nucleophile and it is a external nucleophile. Both are negatively charged species. Therefore, what happened? There is a repulsion. So due to repulsion, no product is formed. That means no reaction takes place, right? So therefore, even though reactant molecule having threshold energy, their orientation must be proper. If they don't have proper orientation, no product will be formed. So therefore, this is the second barrier, is orientation barrier. Okay, right? Next is expression for rate constant. Expression for rate constant. Expression for rate constant. Okay, see, a rate of chemical reaction directly proportional to e to the power minus Ea by RT. Tell me, what is the meaning of this e to the power minus Ea by RT? So this e to the power minus Ea by RT is nothing but the fraction of molecule having energy greater than threshold energy. Therefore, where e to the power minus Ea by RT is equals to, it is the fraction of molecules having energy greater than threshold energy. Therefore, so e to the power minus Ea by RT, okay, if e to the power minus Ea by RT is nothing but fraction of molecule having energy greater than threshold energy. If this fraction of molecule having energy greater than threshold energy is more, rate will be more. It means rate of the chemical reaction directly proportional to this e to the power minus Ea by RT, because rate is depends on the molecule fraction of molecule having threshold energy. If the more fraction of molecule having threshold energy, obviously rate of the reaction is increases. Therefore, now you can write this rate is directly proportional to this. But we also know that rate equal to K into A power N, right, where N equal to order, A is a concentration of reactant. Suppose if concentration of reactant is constant, concentration of the reactant constant, or else you can take like unity 1. Tell me, if the concentration of reactant is constant, then tell me rate equal to what? Rate constant. That means rate equal to rate constant. Therefore, now you can write in place of rate constant also directly proportional to e to the power minus Ea by RT. Okay, now take down. Now consider a reaction A plus B gives rise to C plus D. This is a bimolecular reaction, binary reaction. Let us take a bimolecular or binary reaction. For a binary reaction, K equal to, there is a ZAB. Okay, to write the equal, to remove proportionality, you should constant. I'll take ZAB. It is e to the power minus Ea by RT. Right, where what is ZAB? So ZAB nothing but it is a collision frequency for bimolecular reaction. Collision frequency for bimolecular reaction. Okay, bimolecular means molecularity 2. If the molecularity 2, this can be used. If molecularity 3, 4, 5, n molecularity, then you can take K equal to ZAB plus you can write A into e to the power minus Ea by RT. So this equation we have studied where? Arrhenius. Okay, so this A is it is also frequency factor, but what, for all molecularities, either it can be bimolecular, trimolecular, what may be the molecularity, This is for only bimolecular. Okay. Next is energy profile diagram. Next, right? Energy profile diagram. Energy profile diagram. It is important. Question previously appeared. Right, see. Now, based on energy, whether reaction release energy or absorbed, based on the heat energy released or absorbed, reactions are classified into two types. There are two types of chemical reactions. One, exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Now, let us study what is the energy profile diagram for exothermic and endothermic reactions. So, let us see first one, that on exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction. Tell me, for exothermic reaction, whether heat energy released or absorbed? Obviously, heat energy is released. Okay, right. Next, tell me, now let us draw the graph in between potential energy on y-axis, reaction coordinate on x-axis. Okay, reaction coordinate on x-axis. Can you tell me? Okay. In case of, listen, in case of exothermic reaction, the first point you have to remember, energy of the reactant is always more compared to energy of the product. Why? Why? Why the energy of the reactant should be more than the energy of product? For example, tell me, A gives rise to, suppose A gives rise to B. If energy of the reactant is more, which convert into product, it releases energy in the form of heat. Yes or no? If the energy of the reactant is less, can reactant convert into product, it form energy, release energy? No. That means because they are exothermic, energy released, so they must have energy of the reactant is more compared to energy of the product. Then only this is possible. Okay. So therefore, now same thing I am writing here, energy of the reactant is more, somewhere energy of reactant here. Okay. Let us take energy of the reactant, and energy of the product is somewhere here. Okay. Now tell me, now this is called what? It's totally from beginning, see 0 to this threshold energy, but I want only this. It is activation energy. It is activation energy for forward or backward? Because reactant converts into product, no. It is a activation energy of forward reaction. Next, even reactant may convert into product, may convert into reactant, reversible is possible. If reaction is reversible possible, product may convert into reactant. If the product convert into reactant, this is also what? Activation energy. This is what? For backward reaction. Okay. Therefore, now tell me, among activation energy of forward, backward, which is more? Energy of backward reaction is greater than energy of forward reaction. Okay. Next, then we also study delta H. Okay. What is the delta H? Change in enthalpy. How do you get change in enthalpy? So delta H is always equal to energy of the product minus energy of the reactant. We study in thermodynamics, not reactant product. Product minus reactant. So energy of the product minus energy of the reactant. Tell me, energy of the product minus reactant. Among reactant energy, product energy, whose energy is more? Reactant or product? You. Reactant. Why? See the graph. So energy of the reactant here, energy of the product is here, no? So energy of the reactant is more, product is less. Therefore energy of the reactant is more compared to energy of the product. Therefore tell me, delta H equal to what do you get? Always negative. For exothermic reaction, that's what, delta H is negative for exothermic reaction because of this reason. Okay, but actually here we want what is the relation between EAB, EF, delta H. So this only important. So here EAB more, no? Energy of activation forward reaction is more. Therefore this energy of backward reaction, energy of activation backward reaction equal to delta H plus EAF. So therefore can we write EA it is B, no? B equal to EAF plus, can we write? So this is only important. Energy of backward reaction is equals to energy of activation energy of forward reaction plus delta H. So this is for exothermic reaction. In question they will give EAB, EAF, they may expect delta H, or delta H, EF, they expect this. Any by giving any two, they expect one. Sometime they give reactant energy, product energy, okay, and they give the EAB. Then can you calculate EF? Because reactant energy, product energy, you can calculate delta H. Delta H plus EAB, you can calculate delta F. It is delta B. Okay. So therefore this is for exothermic reaction. Next is endothermic reaction. For endothermic reaction, quite opposite. Take asterisk, nothing else. Okay. Next is energy profile diagram for endothermic reactions. For endothermic reaction, heat energies, heat energies absorbed, right? Tell me. Okay, now let us take a graph is plotted between potential energy on y-axis, reaction coordinate on x-axis, Now tell me, in case of endothermic reaction, whose energy is more? Energy of product is more compared to energy of reactant. Why the energy of product is more? Because A converts into B. A converts into B, whether energy released or absorbed? Energy is absorbed. It means it is plus energy added, no? Therefore reactant energy is less plus energy added, then product energy is more. Okay, so therefore now tell me here, the energy of the product is more, reactant less. I'll take reactant energy somewhere here, and you can take product energy here. Okay, then you can plot the graph like this, right? Tell me now. So here also, this is actually threshold energy, but we want difference between reactant energy and threshold energy. This is nothing but activation energy. Forward or backward? Forward, because reactant converts into product. And the same way you will get activation energy for product may converts into reactant. Here is EAB, backward. Then what is the delta H? Delta H is enthalpy change, that is the difference between delta H equal to what? Again EP minus ER only, product minus reactant. Okay, now tell me, so it is EP minus ER, among product and reactant whose energy is more? Product is more. So more and less, obviously delta H is positive. That's what endothermic reaction delta H is positive. But actually we want what is the relation between EAF, EAB, delta H, that only we want. So here in case of endothermic reaction delta, it is a EAF is more. So if you are able to remember one point, you can do this. It is EAF is more. So therefore how much more? EAF is greater than EAB by how much? Delta H. That's it. That's what EAF is equals to. It is a delta H plus EAB. You can calculate delta H, you can calculate EAB also. So questions based on this equation only important. Right? So it is the energy profile diagram for endothermic and exothermic reactions. Question previously asked in NEET exam only. I think 17 or 18 paper, one question asked. Okay. Okay, so take one to important points. Actually it is not the NCERT, but remember. So one, calculation of rate constant of decomposition of A N2O5, B decomposition of ammonium nitrite, since both are first order reactions, they follow first order kinetic. Somewhere we got one question while doing questions, this N2O5, now we'll do it. See, calculation of rate constant of decomposition of one N2O5 and ammonium nitrate. So both the decomposition reactions are follows first order reaction. Okay, now let's see, if it is follow first order reaction, what is the rate constant? K equal to 2.303 by T log R naught by R A by A minus X. First order reaction, no, that only, but we change the format. Okay, for these two we have same format, that's what I have taken same. Now first one is, let us take A. We know that N2O5 undergo decomposition, 2N2O5 gives rise to 4NO2 plus O2. Yes or no? It follow which order? What is the order of reaction? Here 2 is there, no? Let it be 2 early, 20 early. It is first order only, because we know the mechanism, no? In mechanism, there is a first step is RDS, which is only one N2O5 molecule is involved. Okay, fine. Now tell me, here we want, now what is the rate constant with respect to oxygen? Okay. Now usually, what is the formula for rate constant? K equal to, for first order, it is a 2.303 by T log A by A minus X or R naught by R. Okay, where A equal to what? Initial concentration of reactant. A minus X is what? Concentration of reactant after time T. But here we want calculate the rate of the reaction with respect to oxygen. Okay, tell me, how do you calculate with respect to oxygen? Can you take now A? No. Okay, A andre no initial alva. Initial adre idu barutte. Adeng barutte. Initially that is 0, no? Yes or no? You cannot take that is A. Instead of A, what do you take? Can I take instead of A, it is A infinity? It means no, I'll take volume. In terms of volume, tell me. In terms of volume, can I take it is a volume at infinity, V infinity? Why? What is the meaning of V infinity? The volume of oxygen liberated at infinite time. It means, what is the meaning of infinite time? Complete dissociation. On complete dissociation, so whatever oxygen you will get, that is equals to A, no? A is ikkada initial agutte, but akada enagutte on complete dissociation, it means you will get V infinity. Okay, that means, so instead of A you can take V infinity, volume of oxygen liberated after infinite time, nothing but complete dissociation. Next, again A infinity, then X equal to what? I want in terms of volume. Now what actually X equal to? Volume of the product, liberated. Okay, therefore can I take, it is a VT, volume of O2 liberated after time T. Okay, therefore now substitute this, you will get new equation, K equal to 2.303 by T log, tell me, in place of A you can take V infinity by V infinity minus VT. Tell me, where what is V infinity? V infinity is volume of oxygen liberated at infinite time. It means complete dissociation. VT equal to what? Volume of oxygen liberated at time T. Okay, take down volume of oxygen liberated at infinite time, and V T equal to volume of oxygen liberated at time T. Okay, so therefore when question comes based on N2O5 decomposition, use this formula, V infinity by V infinity minus VT. Because why we should not take A by A minus X? This is the volume of oxygen liberated, product is liberated, no? Like same way ammonium nitrite, tell me, ammonium nitrite undergo decomposition, it is a method of preparation of dinitrogen, we study. Nitrogen barutala, tell me, you will get N2 plus 2H2, 2H2O. Tell me here, now calculate the rate with respect to nitrogen gas liberated. See, wherever rate is calculated with respect to product of the gas, like product should be gas, then you take volume. So therefore it becomes same or not? K equal to 2.303 by T log V infinity by V infinity minus VT. Same here, V infinity equal to volume of N2 liberated at infinite time. Next, VT equal to volume of nitrogen liberated at time T. Okay, then last one is there is a decomposition of H2O2. Decomposition of H2O2. This is, you can take similarly, H2O2 undergo decomposition, it gives rise to H2O plus O2. Okay, now here the rate can be calculated with respect to H2O2, the volume of H2O2. Okay, Now actually this H2O2 volume can be calculated by titrating against KMnO4. We have studied redox reaction. In redox reaction we have studied that H2O2 can act as a oxidizing as well as reducing agent. Okay, to calculate the concentration of H2O2, so usually we use potassium permanganate. When H2O2 titrated against potassium permanganate, then potassium permanganate concentration can be known and its concentration, its volume can be calculated. Okay, therefore now tell me, we want to calculate order, the rate constant with respect to H2O2. So we know that K equal to 2.303 by T log A by A minus X or R naught by R. That can also be taken, same no, R naught by R. Now tell me, where R naught equal to what? Initial concentration. If you take H2O2, that is initial concentration of H2O2. Where R equal to what? Concentration of H2O2 at time T. But I want to take volume. That to volume, not volume of H2O2. I want to take volume of KMnO4 because KMnO4 reacts with H2O2. Right? Therefore, I can also write K equal to 2.303 by T log, instead of R naught you can write V naught. See, once I told you this R naught by R concentration can be replaced with any term. It replaced with mole, it replaced with molarity, normality, even rotation, specific rotation. Why? If this you know, this is fraction, no, it is ratio, no, it is, since it is a ratio, the constant, this value unit does not depend on this, no. That's what because of that, even mole is given, even it is a weight given, even it is a volume given, okay, concentration given, rotation given, you can take directly, ಏನು change ಮಾಡೋದು ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, but in electrochemistry and all we don't take. Now suppose if you want to calculate K, lambda m, lambda eq, okay, so we need to change the terms. Lambda eq means you should change it what? Gram equivalent per gram equivalent, no, gram equivalent, no, gram equivalent, that means what actually unit? Lambda eq unit ohm inverse meter square per gram equivalent. It means it should be in gram equivalent only, but here is not like that. The reason is it is actually ratio. That's what I can take V naught by Vt. Tell me, where V naught equal to what? Initial volume. Initial volume of what? Initial volume of actually H2O2 should be taken. But what I am doing is H2O2 is titrated against what? KMnO4. Therefore, we know the KMnO4 volume. We don't know H2O2 volume. Because whatever H2O2 is there, that much H2O2 react with KMnO4. It is indirect method. So therefore, it is V naught is a volume of, yes, initial volume of KMnO4, right? Initial volume of KMnO4, potassium permanganate, and Vt equal to volume of KMnO4 after time T. So don't confuse your volume. KMnO4, there is no KMnO4. Why we have written KMnO4? Because this H2O2 titrated against KMnO4 to know its volume. Okay. So these are the some important different rate constants. Okay, so chemical kinetics is completed.